God. Red has migraines. That sucks. I hate migraines. Today we're going to be getting into the nitty gritty and working on our little terminal. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be an interesting stream.
Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your
Well, I forgot that I was live.
I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead. Rob the grave to snow the cradle, then burn the evidence down. Soapbox house of cars and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been. Foot in mouth and head out fast, so
Why isn't that playing my space rock?
Seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engines running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
I don't know where this live namespace was. Hey, Cubus. And we will call it display mesh. Weird calculator got there. Can it play Doom? I hope so. It'd be pretty cool if it could play Doom. Literally the WAD folder. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, just add Doom. We can add our own version of Doom. Mhm. There was one to work with the Godot WASM plugin. These are important features. Exactly. Hey, Nobi, how's it going? Look at this guy. He's coding the dang matrix. Pew, 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 pew. Hey, British. Making the matrix. Pretty much what we're doing. We're doing hacking gameplay stuff today. We're swirling a little bit from the normal bug fixes that I actually do need to finish for the next build, but I have a while. We have until Sunday, you know, for the next build. And I wanted to get this working because it's kind of technically a part of the UI system. Yeah, it's a slicing gameplay. If you're familiar with Star Wars, slicing would be the correct term. Apparently I can't spell. That's nothing new. Same tunes though, right? This is space psychedelic rock. You gotta have your space psychedelic rock. How else you flying in space? You know, you gotta have something on while you're drinking your beer, you know? Public. Override, void, ready. Should I be UI? Where is the script on this thing? That's the control. Oh, for the display mesh. Hey James, I was going to chat with you earlier. I realized your game launched not too recently. I was looking at some of the reviews. But then I realized it was only Xbox, and I was like, damn it, I don't have an Xbox anymore. But hopefully it's going well. Alright, I'm going to clear this. We're going to be initializing it. Oh, that was a year ago? Maybe have you updated your Twitter in a while? Because I know you'd followed me on another account. I don't know if it was on YouTube anyway, but I realized for some reason earlier today when I was going through something on social media, I found the company page and was kind of going through it. There we go. You got the Sony dev kit? Cool. Okay, so that all works. The BlackBerry? Yeah. Oh no, the Sony dev kit? Oh, that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. That's cool. Almost turntable-ish. Yeah, dev kits are more like, here's a box. It has hardware in it. Go port your game. And is it the PS5 dev kit? I assume? Cool, that's awesome. Houston College reached out and offered 4 interns, so I'm working with them now. just from having visibility. I keep forgetting that CompuCollege or Eastern College, as they are now, have developers. But do they do a game development course, or are they like C# game devs? I totally forget that, because I went to CompuCollege back in the day, and they do have unpaid work terms for 2 months. I would love to get me a C# dev. Wait, who's teaching that? Is music off? Is it being crackly? Oh, okay. I don't know why. The music, it's weird. Like on Firefox, I need to just not stream it on Firefox and actually start downloading all the shit. I keep saying that and then I never do it. I'm gonna be getting that error anymore because I don't have a material defined. Yet I am though. Sub viewport. And no import locally. Disable 3D because we're only using 2D. Render target. Let's do always update mode when the parent is visible. Gotta start streaming stuff now. Gonna need more visibility over summer. Hell yeah. It's the way. Well, I'm gonna do transparent background as well. We should grab some wings or something sometime. We're so close. My wife tells me to get out of the basement. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about earlier. I want to chat with you about the post of your game and stuff like that. I was watching some streamers play it and everything earlier today. I was kind of like, man, this is awesome. Still getting theirs. Why? The display. Logo the same. Local the same. Yeah, I'm not using anything. It's null. Yeah, probably gonna be streaming the final update to the game in a couple of hours. Gotta pick your brain about Godot at some point too. Yep. What are we doing? Yeah, display. Maybe I think the display has to be before the viewport, or the viewport has to be before the display. Reading 2. Oh, maybe these changes. Okay, that's what was happening. What was I doing? What were we doing? This is good. This is good. This terminal. Yeah, alt is actually not being referenced on the player equipment. Yeah, if it's an item... Yeah, if the item slot has an item that's high equipable. Yeah, I've been enjoying Godot. I hope we have more better dev kit. Like, I have no idea what the support's going to be to take a Godot project and port it to actual consoles. You know, like that's the unknown. But I mean, it's sure it's like everything else. You know, worst case scenario, you write a bunch of C code or C++ or something. Yeah. $4K. Yeah, I should be getting just alt on the selected item. Hey, Jolt Jeff. Hope Godot stuff's going well. It is. Oh yeah, because what I want to do is I want to have right-click, zoom in the console, and then enter will bring focus to the terminal at the console, and then we just kind of put it away, take it out. And it's all iCade. I'm obviously going to finish the weapon overrides. Hi from Meanie Kitties. But if we were to just take this and move side by side here, let me just make this a little tiny bit smaller. And we'll take the camera into consideration here. BRB, got a new puppy, needs a lot of attention. Man, I can't wait to get a puppy. Right, so this is not bad. Like, this doesn't look that bad from third person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this will be distracting. And it's still good. It's in the view. But I think it's better than mobiGlass. You know, it's my own kind of... I love the idea of having a data pad. And it might end up being bigger than what it is. But, you know, if we're holding it up, we have like a render texture that we can either drive main camera to or an alt camera to. So a lot of my screen space UIs, I want them to be on this terminal. So if you're hacking, you would use this kind of like an old terminal with your thumb to kind of like, you know, a Cowboy Bebop style, you know? That's kind of the... Yeah, it looks pretty natural. Like when I'm looking at him, I don't know what he's doing, but he doesn't seem to be kind of out of the ordinary. Checking his little logbook. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Right, and it's enough space that you can kind of see it while we're walking around, and if we focus, of course. We'll see it a lot clearer, but I need it to be good at 4:3 ratio, and then of course as we go widescreen, it doesn't matter. Then we're just, you know, our FOV is tied horizontally, so that's the. Do. But I need to figure out why the alt is not working, because I'm sorry I missed what you said. I'm also working messaging coworker about a thing. What's going on about glass? About glass? Oh, if you're familiar with Star Citizen, this is very similar to how mobiGlass works in Star Citizen, where you have a hologram on your hand. Only instead of a hologram on your hand, you have a terminal that you use for all your hacking and all that stuff. Alright, he's only allowed for divulge. Yeah, Yeah, I wonder why the equipment is not actually... Yeah, because I put this rectangle here just to make sure that it actually is, you know, that the render texture is actually working correctly. We're actually moving all the menu stuff into this. I don't know if 512. Fallout equals Pip-Boy, exactly. So let's do a 2D oversize 512. Make sure we don't actually get anything. If we get bigger than that, we'll do stretch. Oh, neat. Does it give up any glow emission when used? Absolutely. Yep, you can. It has a little bit of emission on the base material. So here. Before, because I've created the material in advance and made it local to the scene. The only thing I can't change is the albedo, but I can drive. Oh, apparently I have it reset. We can drive a little bit of emission by default. And you want to just do a little bit in 1.3, 1.4, not sure yet. It won't be much, just a little bit of emission. Maybe like 3. Maybe. How does it not let me? Yeah, we'll see how that kind of goes here. Throw a little bit of clear coat on it. Right, and see we have that little bit of a reflection, but it's not much. I could make it super smooth and kind of use the reflection probe to kind of do a bit of bounce off of it, but I don't know how important that is. It could be cool, could just be distracting, could kind of ruin the, you know, the whole get up. Yeah, I don't think we're actually driving. Yeah, because I think our player rigid body input is supposed to be driving into the equipment system. Oh, and it's not. I think this is going to get changed. Because I have a public getter for equipment anyway. Where's our equipment defined? Here. Let's get rid of this. And just to get private set. And this still get node or no. We'll get it here on our ready. And then refactor this. So let's see if we receive alt ascending into the equipment for the equipped item. Yep. All right, so we should be toggling our zoom. So what I want to have happen is when we click it, because we're never going to be not ourselves. You know what I mean? So while we're in this mode in first person, and we right click, we're going to zoom and kind of make it be like a full screen interface. And then right click to unzoom it. But in multiplayer, you're never going to see that zoom aspect of it. You're just going to be holding it where you're holding it right now and using it like you're using it right now. So you can still kind of like use it as you're running around doing whatever. But you want to be able to use it like your own little kind of OS/terminal for your own stuff. So we want it to be toggleable. So if we're zoomed in, we're going to be we're going to alert the terminal. To a static camera node. Unless we're gonna reset the terminal. To its IP point. I think I don't want to do it. Hey, Asterion. Well, welcome to hacking gameplay. As we go completely off scope for today. But it'll make sense. Because what I'm making is going to be used for many of things. Your shooting is at Raycast, right? Yeah. There is the fake shooting, which is from the gun for animation purposes, and there was the real shooting from the camera, which is the more accurate, you know, where things are really shooting for the purpose of competitive multiplayer. And somewhere in the middle is the right solution of what looks like one but is the other. Yeah, I think it's still gonna be jittery because of the stabilization that I'm doing. But I don't want to move this thing to the child of the camera, so I might have a backup plan. But I just want to get this working right now. Oh yeah, I'm multi-streaming. I'm trying to start doing more YouTube. So that's why you'll find me over there as I start doing more like clips, shorts, and videos of things as I start making more progress. But welcome to the Twitch side of things. I don't make it quadratic. Yeah, I think it'll look nice as a quad. Let's try it. Discord says you're streaming on YouTube. Didn't say anything about Twitch. Oh, interesting. So let's try it out. Check it out. We have our terminal. We can kind of zoom in. Yeah, so very interesting that they still want it to be. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, let's change. Yeah, so the head mount 0.5. Yeah, it should technically be a bit lower. This camera mount. Camera mount is pivoting a bit higher than what it should, because the head dome's off. Negative 0.0, negative 0.1.05, 0.04, oh, let's figure out why we're not going back. From our condition, we're using the cloud. Do you think light reflecting on it will get in the way of using it? There is a high probability that users won't like it. But that's why my process with game development is, we have our glorious Patreon members who are currently funding the game, and every Sunday I do a build, and they get to play with it, and things will probably be broken, or they won't be broken, and hopefully things some things get through. But either way, there's tons of feedback. We could be like, hey, try this, does this feel cool? And it's like, nope, it doesn't. Okay then, well then, maybe we won't do that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's too much. It's like, this looks cool but isn't practical. It's hard to tell until players actually experience it. So everything's a theory until proven otherwise. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. We're just not quite where I want to be, and I do need to clean up the way that we yeah, let's take the head mount, because we're kind of still within clipping range. Yeah, let's go back to 5. 5 was probably the sweet spot, where it's still kind of close. Try this. Yeah, I'm not really ashamed of pushing garbage. You know what I mean? Like I've already done all this before in Unity, and I need to get this back to where I was in Unity. And this old, thinking that your project's a little bit special nonsense isn't going to get you anywhere. We need to get the game, working. Right. You know what? What does that even look like? That probably doesn't actually look that bad. What does that look like? Let's see. Where is our player? Let's see. What does it look like when we zoom in? Oh yeah, the FOV is so little, like it's barely noticeable. But it is, you know what I mean? Like it's just that little subtle, right? In my hand, it's closer, it's not closer. You know what I mean? It doesn't even ruin the immersion, like observing the person. See? It's like there, and now it's there. Like that's pretty... Because I was thinking, maybe I need to make sure that we're not actually syncing this over the network. I mean, it could still be client side, but still, it doesn't look bad if they are kind of they're not like zooming in, touching their face, if you know what I mean. But it is giving us, a lot better visibility of the screen, ignoring the fact that the IK needs prep, and that we can hit enter and type things. Yeah, cool. I think I'm onto something. And if you're wondering what we're actually doing, especially for Asterion, for Asteron, I'm so bad at names, man. It's terrible. Let me actually show you. I still have the clip. Show you what we're doing. Because I've already made all this stuff before. Like everything, right? There's already been a prototype. And we're in the terrible process. You missed what you said? Oh, no, I was gonna say I was gonna show you the, like, you know, this was the feature that we're working on. Something that's already been in the game. Just this. Oh, thanks for the follow. So, see the idea? So you can actually hook up to any cargo box that has a lock state. So cargo boxes will eventually have serialized data that will, you know, determine, like, you know, whether they're locked or unlocked or whatever. I love retro fonts. What the hell? This is what I made in Unity. So the idea then is you can just hit enter, which brings up the terminal. And you can kind of wirelessly kind of hack things. But the idea is if you wirelessly hack things, it takes longer. And the risk of getting caught is a lot higher. So if you have a wire, you know, and I did such a better example of this because you could also, I showcased all the different terminal types that you could hack. And the data that you're actually, so like let me just show you the skills. What do I have it here? Let me put my drive real quick. All right. All right, here we go. Welcome to the madness of what I'm making. So, do you spawn X objects inside one when you open it? Probably not. Like, knowing what's in it for the purpose of being able to steal it and take it would probably be good enough. Spawning in sub-items hasn't really been much of a consideration because it just, once again, adds more complexity to the things, but it's probably going to be something. So the idea is there are skills in Unforgiven space because it's based on a mud. Like some of the core stuff is based on a mud. You know, the idea being is that, you know, you can do anything. You just get specific skills and specific benefits as you kind of like start learning these, you know, skills. Ooh, a big list of things to make. Which one of those are you working on? Well, everything has already been kind of planned, and there's not a lot of stuff here. Like, it seems like there's a lot because there's 100 levels of whatever, but the idea is like starting off, you know, from anybody can use a med pen, and by using a med pen, you're gaining experience. And the idea is between reputation and skills, which just take a little bit of time burn. Right, you're slowly learning because whenever you reach these kind of levels, there's a form of mission or a form of not like training, but like, you know, so something in the game opens up to you to show you like, oh, how do I use a medical gun? How do I, right? So that way there is a, you know, a level of requirement to buying a, you know, a comm system module to receive distress beacons. So you can't just magically have the money to just go and be like, hey, I want to do like, you know, I want to go rescue NPCs. You do have to kind of, you know, play with the medical system of the game, familiarize yourself, which shows you how to use the scanner, shows you how to use a medical gun, shows you how to like, you know, like get things going. And that evolves to, you know, being able to purchase specific modules for the ship that helps both you and the game. Noobs should not be allowed to perform brain surgery. And they're not meant to be a huge time sink either, but every single thing in the game does have, you know, kind of a slight skill, you know, ceiling, like smuggling as an example, which have just slight modifiers to things, but it's kind of the idea. is to be able to kind of, you know, bring in these skills, like engineering skills on a ship, would allow you to, like, you know, repair components. Like, you just can't by default repair the components. You can repair them a little tiny bit, you know, if you have the resources, but it's not meant to be like, you know, you're meant to slowly explore that by first, you know, like, as soon as you get like your own little multi-tool that you can use as a cutter, and you're out cutting up ship, you know, pieces and kind of throwing it in your ship for the purpose of salvage, you're also slowly gaining engineering experience. And that evolves then to give you the skill set that you need to just go and weld panels back on the ship and repair it and kind of, and there's not a lot of them. There's just, you know, one every 5 to 10 levels. So there's like an assortment of spread out, you know, skills that you're kind of working towards, depending, you know, as you keep trying different types of gameplay. Right, hacking really is a complement to bounty hunting. Bounty hunting has a lot of skills that help you if you're smuggling. You know what I mean? Like, kind of, and a lot of this stuff is not fully fleshed out, but it's a lot of old stuff that's built on old mud. And it kind of works out, right? Because like, if you play World of Warcraft and a level 50 comes over and kills you, you know, like, that sucks. But I mean, that you know, like, that is kind of the situation. But if you're boat in a ship, you know what I mean, and the ship's well equipped, your ability to fly and your skill, you know, as a shot, still doesn't change. You know what I mean? Ultimately, if you're a really good shot in an FPS game, you're going to get hits, and if you're good at flying, you're going to get hits. But the you know, the skills add to the complement of things, right? They add to the more, like, the, you know, they complement the reputation system, they complement the types of gameplay and the variations of gameplay that slowly opens up to the player over the course of their, you know, 100-hour session of playing their character. Right, but yeah, so that was the. You could, right, if they come up behind, you know. And I could very well not have, like, it could just be like 25 level. Like, I could not be skipping them. You know what I mean? I've created like 100 as a maximum, so I can kind of tier certain ones closer together and space some of the more final skills, while also you know, so I don't need to have a non-linear, you know, experience chart. Like I can, you know, instead of trying to make some type of quadratic kind of skill progression on the experience side of things, it can be kind of stable, the same amount per level, and I can just kind of adjust where, you know, where the skills lie. That takes balance too, but that's kind of how that goes. And hacking was one of the ones that I really fleshed out already earlier, because I thought it would be a fun and unique mechanic. The idea of you know, like, hacking into certain things, opening up doors, you know, figuring out who was you know, like, who players are, because if they are a target and you need to kind of take them in, you know, in most games they're just magically a marker, and we do want them to be a marker, but how did you know who they were? You know what I mean? Like, how did you discover that was them? Right? And I think that needs to be like you scanning their ship, you know, and hopefully their signature comes up on your sensors or something. And right, so you kind of get like, oh, there's this type of classification of ship here, but you still got to get close and scan it, and then kind of confirm that it's them. And once you know that it's them, then both your FPS experience and your ship experience is now kind of unified. Like, once they land and kind of get out, you can kind of know, you know, they can stay marked, so you can kind of go in and try to find them. So I'm hoping that kind of right, and a lot of this stuff is very much open to interpolation and open to testing. Certain things players might not like, given that a lot of this stuff comes from the 90s, but, you know, the game kind of comes from the late 80s, or the early 80s, so I mean, I don't know. It's hard to know what people enjoy until they play it and they enjoy it, you know? I know we're doing a draw on that. But yeah, I kind of went on a tangent. Like that's why the hacking gameplay. And for me, I don't want to have this menu be a thing. You know what I mean? Like I want when you know open a menu, right? I want the menu to be tangible. I want the menu to be a you know a kind of an interactable game object. You know, where you have all your data, like a Pip-Boy. Because I think that's more interesting and more you know it makes things more tangible, and that's kind of important part of the game to me is having like physical items mean something. That's why cargo is physicalized, opponents are physicalized. You know, it's yeah. I think I can definitely adjust the camera clipping a little bit on the main camera. I need to actually use a unified camera and have it saved. The games that I play almost expect diegetic interfaces when it's an FPS game. Yeah. I think the UI, like for me, because our game is so low tech, it's like high tech and low tech. Like what's displaying this stuff? You know what I mean? Like we don't really know, and I think that's kind of important. You know that we like you know kind of honor that aspect and kind of yeah. So we'll bring that clipping down to 2.5. That might be too low for clipping. Might be clipping into her head here in a second. Let me just see. Shouldn't be because I'm keeping the. Oh, that's actually nice. Okay. Good. Beats good. Got the terminal up. So the finger, like the IK holding points are terrible with the animations. Like it's only good on the idle. Right click. I'll actually get the animations for like the hand and stuff at a like later. I don't see. Oh no, it is working. Okay, good. So in this UI, yeah, I had a UI done up for this. But for the love of all that is holy, do not make that interface slightly move the mouse like No Man's Sky does. It's so frustrating. I mean, it's moving right now because the head is moving. And zoom that needs to not be. What do you mean, like, move with the mouse? Like the hand is moving and you're trying to, like, catch up with it? But it's easy to fix by anchoring it to its camera position. When you move the mouse to the left, the UI shifts slightly to the right. What? Yeah, that could be bad. somewhere in this scene, was it? There is pad UI, datapad 3D, datapad UI, the first version. Yeah, I don't really have anything in here. But the UI like pans around the screen. I've seen that's a trend on newer games that have been doing. Yeah, the biggest thing is to play around with it and see what just works for the majority of players. Some people like weird, cool things, but it doesn't mean it's like functional. Because these are all 512 by 512. I still think even though that's low resolution, it gives us a lot to work with. I'm not sure where I'm going with this yet. I'm just going to mess around with it. It's very similar to Star Citizen, but because we've been waiting for Star Citizen for so long. But just kind of dialing it back a bit. In Star Citizen, you can buy cargo, sell it. Allow me to show you the other project, just so you kind of understand, where we came from. Yeah, it has a lot of like interesting things, but it's just not polished. It's still very alpha, very kind of. So yeah, and I just want to finish a game, So this is my rendition, right? So it's very different. It's more Cowboy Bebop, more based on some of the old mods, the space mods I used to play. So here's the main ship, like in this version of the game. So just think like American Truck Sim in space, like you have your ship. Your ship is fully customizable. You can upgrade everything on your ship. It's low tech, so we have some pretty monochrome information displays, but we do have a holo projector for the target indication. And some of these might become bigger. Things will change, things will evolve as I kind of get there. But we have all of our components, right, that can be replaced. And all of these modules can be swapped out. So and the idea is the modules give you something. Like if you have a habitation module, which is like the beds, then you can log out on your ship. You don't need to go back to the to a port. Right, if you have a dining module or a food module, you just get extra food storage. Right, there's not much, the dining, like the actual dining module itself, just gives you an area to sit down and play some mini games and stuff like that. Like if you have a buddy with you, you want to play some cards or something. Right, they're meant to give you something. Like normally, you always get a suit locker. So normally, in a default ship, the suit locker will be here. There's really no reason for a toilet, but the toilet is just, you gotta have a space toilet. Yeah, super customizable. Because that way we don't need to make as many ships, you know what I mean? If the ship itself is fully modular, right, and you can swap out all the engines, you can swap out all the components, right? And I already have all the dimensions for every type of component. I can make many different fuel scoops, right? Many different intakes, many different power plants, and try to keep the game down to 5 types of spaceships. They can have different looks, because the different looks is just swapping out the outer shell of the ship, you know? Like if I keep showcasing this all the time, but like when you take off the body, it's just square, right? They're all, you know, like the cockpit is just 2 meters by 2 meters of a module. All of this stuff is, you know, it's just literally, you know, square. Yeah, Star Citizen's been in development since around 2014 I got involved. It's been a while. It's been a bit. So I just want to make some of the gameplay. You know what I mean? In a, you know, and base some things on a universe very similar to Cowboy Bebop instead. You know, and kind of do our own thing. Add like the type hacking and, you know, some of the. They're making too much money to release Star Citizen. You know, too much money. So you know, this is a very cool idea. More work up front, but tons of, yeah, that's exactly. And like I said, that's why I'm just doing it on Patreon. I you know, we do builds every weekend, and in Unity I had most of everything working. So very soon we'll all be playing the game together, and you know, we can play pool, and we'll just be, you know, doing missions and chilling out. Right? The idea is like every one of these places, right, like have these little drop-off and pickup terminals that we can just buy and sell cargo. And you're making money buying and selling cargo. You're gaining reputation, and you're slowly, you know, like you know, exploring the different systems that I'll be working on that each have their own reputation, and you know, so it all kind of starts off kind of slow, and works its way. A friend of mine has spent like 28,000 on essay, and he jumps into the game like 8 hours every 6 months. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's my goal. My goal is just to make the game fun from the very beginning, and just try to make the gameplay that we collectively want to see. And as I'm working on the game, like eventually, when we get more into the development, I'll be back to 50-50 again. So I'll work on systems, and then I'll go back doing art, and then I'll do some more systems, and I'll go back doing art, and I'll kind of bounce, right? So you'll be seeing a whole bunch of gray box. So the idea being is like I want to get the clinics working. So whenever you die, right now I don't have the big, you know, hospital modules in. So I just want you to spawn in a clinic. So you'll just spawn in a gray box room, right? And it'll all work. And then I'll start, you know, flushing it out. Quite ambitious product. There's something really cool so far. Yeah, it is good, but there's nothing complicated about it. Like, there's nothing revolutionary about it. You know, it's just the games that we want to play are just freelancer in 3D. You know what I mean? Like for most of the people that I talk to in the Star Citizen community, like we know the game that we want to play, or we know what we would enjoy, and for majority of people, it's just capturing, you know, some elements from like Star Wars Galaxies, some elements from Freelancer, some elements, you know, from some more of the FPS tropes, you know, some of the gunplay, you know, of first-person shooters, and you know, just make sure the blending pot is not too insane, you know, and just kind of you know, keep going with it. And then as the Patreon keeps growing and we start getting more people active, I'm gonna start. I want to try to start outsourcing some more of the art on the material side of things. You know, the kind of like you know, accelerate things. But you know, we'll just go as far as we'll go as fast as I can go until I reach, you know, specific milestones. I want to get to a vertical slice that we can actually advertise and show off, and kind of actually, you know, it'd be super cool if, you know, the first video that I make showcasing the game has players in it. You know what I mean? And you know, it's not a yeah, customizable habits and ships goes a long way giving players sense of ownership too, which is really good. Yep. Right. But you know, and not just ownership, but community. You know, a sense of community and ownership. I want people to feel like they're part of the world, and you know, like for certain aspects of space, I just want it to be empty. You know, and an empty space brings people into the different, you know, the vistas of things, and you know, every new station they go to feels more unique because it is unique. You know what I mean? Like get rid of all the crap that doesn't provide any value to the player. You know, you don't, you know, unless it's a massive asteroid field which has randomization. It's a multiplayer game. I would consider it currently to be more like Sea of Thieves, as scalability will be dependent on, you know, how much R&D I put into it. But think of, like right now, we can easily do. Let me. I'll just show you multiplayer in the current build. Yeah, so here on the online. Yeah, so just check this out. Yeah, and yeah, you know, the idea very well might be, yeah, like the idea is like, you know, each system runs an instance. You know, the jump gates themselves are just, you know, gateways to other instances, like lobby managers, if we were to call them that. So, like here, let me actually turn off the debugging for this. Yeah. So, you know, here I'm going to host. Yeah, exactly. Right, so all these NPCs are fully are synced and synchronized. And here's my other player. As you can see, all the animations are synced. Well, my experience is network engineering, so I don't know how great I would be at multiplayer, but I know everything down to the packet level. You know, so, you know, I don't think, you know what I mean, I will have too much trouble. I'm sure I'm going to run into different things, but I want to try to create something similar to what I want to prove that server meshing isn't complicated. However, you know, I had to do it to prove it. You know what I mean? But I'm very stubborn and very driven. You can see, like here we have, you know, 2 players. They're all working. If we hit over here to the edge, and you're gonna follow this player over. Alright, so so like the game has like 0G, so if I run into the 0G, yeah, fine. You gotta be at least stubborn to make something this big. I'm just curious what SE thinks server mission actually is. That's what I'm wondering, because a lot of if they're just using, right, multiple servers that are all running on the exact same hardware, and their replication layer is nothing but another memory, like an instanced memory system, where the entity graph is just replicated, like where there's just like, you know, here's this dump of memory address space that has everything that's in all of these nodes that are running, but they're all on the same, you know, like server. There are multiple wink servers, then that's actually not that complicated. You know what I mean? But it's not only, yeah, what server meshing is, what SIG considers a server to be. Because I believe most of the stuff SIG is doing is all within a single server, right? They're loading up an instance of Pyro. They're loading up an instance of, you know, Stanton. They're then running up a replication layer that's connecting to both. You know, that'll handle the state while there's transitioning periods between them. That'll keep, you know, a copy of the entity graph of each. And they're just, you know, throwing players around. Yeah, so this is like, now check this out. So here I am. I'm the server. I'm gonna go and spawn in my ship. And I'm gonna go bye-bye. Right, and there's my other player up there, flying around. The first thing I was about going between Pyro stand instances, and I'm thinking this has been done since UO. Yes. I don't know, man. Like it's all about selling hype. Selling hype. You know, I could lie and say, you know, this is what we're doing. I'm creating all this crazy whatever, but I'm just gonna make it. And, you know what I mean? Players are either gonna find this game fun, or they're not gonna find it fun. And I'll know if it's fun if the Patreon grows, and I'll know if it's not fun if the Patreon shrinks. It's very, you know, it's good metrics. Right? That way, if people lose faith in the project, you know what I mean? Just unsubscribe. Like the media topic for Eisen's revolutionary propulsion color. I'm like, what? Yeah. Anyway, we're like totally getting squirreled here. Datapad UI, yes. We don't care about the Datapad UI or the old one. We're gonna make a new one. Thanks for the follow, Oddly Goblin. What's shine? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna add a bunch of in a tab container or a tab bar. And this one, I don't like that it takes the name of the node. Or like the tab container, it's kind of annoying. Just not displaying anything that the camera's not seeing. The Fulstrom, whatever way you want to pronounce it, I'm terrible. Is camera here. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, so see this camera down here on the floor? See this little projected scene? That's everything that you can see. And all that culling is just getting rid of everything on the outskirts of what you can't see. Yeah, don't render stuff not in view. Basically every 3D game is done for years. Missions. Add another control mode. Ship. Control mode. Reputation. For now, I'm going to throw settings in here as well. And ironically enough, I'm going to have a menu where you can just exit the game. And we'll call it. Oh, I can't prefix it, can I? No. but it can be saved to something else. To be fair, the Horizon devs even stated after that the media took their words out of context. I mean, yeah, I consider those guys to be pretty great, given like Jolt and like everything else, you know. We're going to steal much code from the panel 3D, but make a more simplified version of it. And make sure you guys are on the Discord. Well, some of you guys have joined. Hi, Joseph. Yeah, the feedback's really important. Not like biblically important, because I think the feedback of Star Citizen kind of works to the advantage. Yeah, don't get me wrong, that guy, like, I like doing physics math for fun, but let me build the best physics engine, make it MIT. Yeah, right? Yeah, I think if you ask the community what they want in a space game, you'll get everything. You know, like, that's why Star Citizen's so, like, kind of all over the place, because, like, you have people that want, like, Star Trek level, I want to go down and, you know, scan some biology and, you know, discover its molecular structure, and simultaneous you got to be like, I want to be like a cutthroat pilot and like, or a cutthroat pirate and stab people and slice their throats and, like, you know what I mean? And someone else would be like, I just want to go fishing, you know. Yeah, they want a yes game. Yeah, and Sig sells a lot of yes, that's for sure. Boy, oh boy, they have a yes ship. They have a yes ship for everything you could ever imagine. I don't know if that's actually... No, it actually does sound staticky, but I think it's in the music. Yeah, so we might... terminal. Yeah, I am specifically going to steal a lot of the Area 3D code. Just doesn't need to have the interaction area. And a lot of this stuff doesn't... Rev, it's the middle stream. I mean, it's just a more aggressive part of the space rock. Yeah, because we never saw viewport, we never display. We can have our node area for the mesh size is going to be like super tiny. And we'll need a camera reference.
A crooked smile slides across your face. Your crimson hands forever writhing. You serpentine with eerie grace. Then drink once more from the river winding. Those nimble teeth, oh how they shine. They dig a hole empty and haunting. And as that void wraps round your spine, your blood runs cold with the
Oh, the blackjack, the blackberry's back. Oh yeah, it is.
Where will you go when the well runs dry? Where will you go when the well runs dry? Where will you go when the well runs dry?
Alex, how's it going? Oh god. Hackable. Now, I wonder, is this collider technically active? Or would I need to temporarily make it active while we're holding it? Normally it's the opposite. Or maybe I just need a static body that we can kind of like hit. I don't know, maybe we don't need it. Handle mouse input, push view, and then only for active. Okay. That should work. Assuming the mouse can collide with the actual raycast. Yeah, we're not colliding against anything. I'm gonna add something dumb to that. Just for now, I just want to get something with some collisions. Just to see if the projection of the hit works. Are the settings in the game in the tablet? Everything is in the tablet. Wait. Wait, it is working, but why is it backwards? Wait, what? Why is our projection backwards? Oh yeah, because this is the model and it's Splendor. Yeah, no, that's facing Z. This is not backwards. Mhm. Maybe it is though. Why? Why is the face facing the wrong direction? It's facing Z. Oh, because it would be backwards for us. Second. Yeah, so we have everything here facing towards Z. Oh, okay. Oh, because this is facing away. Why isn't any of this inheriting though? The original. Just imagine how that sleep will blow up when we get access to the stencil buffer. Yeah, I can see there being a load. Yeah, because here everything is Z facing. And our model isn't. At all. The future is BlackBerry phones. And a jump point, cool. I was like, what, it's working, but it's not working. It's because everything's inverted. Yeah, so we're just gonna let the blender conversion happen naturally. Yeah, it's supposed to be Z facing. Just flipped it, and it's still not doing it. What band is this? This is a full psychedelic space rock series. One of the best space rock and psychedelics. Oh, dude, I have so many albums of this stuff. Why is this not even terminal base? Oh, because we flipped it. It was our bad. We messed it up. We're fine now. Hmm. But now I need to flip this hand target to the other side so that when they flip it in the it's actually correct, and that's going to be a pain. Yeah, so let's duplicate this. Yeah, I wish we could like minus the scale, but still alright. Yep. Yeah, I'll just fix it. everyone reading. I don't even know. Let me just. I think I'm making a bunch of work for myself here. No, I'm not. Hate all this. Because this crap is now not quite right anymore. Although, was that location fine? Yeah, that was kind of fun. Obviously the IK is bad, but yeah, okay. Yeah, because we're not matching the rotation with the which we totally could. Yeah, so when it was backwards, so X towards, okay, so with this, Y up. Twitch is really hammering the edge. Switch over to the YouTube. Now we just need to get this rotation, and then we should be good. Subject to being changed a million times, but you know. Yeah. I started to, because I started not doing just an OBS. I can show you. Yeah, and I want to rotate this way. I move this over here. Now we're talking. And it's not perfect, but you know what? Pretty accurate to the opposing. CJ, dang, this is cool. How's it going? Yeah. So let's try that out. You know what? I'm committing to it. I'm gonna delete the other one, the other node. Yeah, it's pretty opposite. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know we don't talk about the legalities of that, but I like to hear about it now is the Patreon and trying to find ways of incorporating the Patreon rewards into the stream. That's my mission in life now. To find a way to, you know, it's too bad like the ad-free experiences, those, you know. Okay, let's see what this is like. So let's clear this target. Empty testing, see if everything works. It just marks all that music as, you know, as whoever owns it, you know what I mean, makes the money. I'm not making any, it'll unmonetize the channels that are, yeah, I made a move because we're kind of not projecting perfect. We're close, but we're not like, oh, I'm in 0G. I'm like, hang on a second. Maybe using the data pad in 0G is going to be a little bit more complicated. Oh, and my weapon? Why did we still... Now, can we change? No issues. So, yeah, so far. Hey, go ahead. Thank you for the stream. Thanks, Jolt Cat. Let's take this area and move it a little bit further ahead. So we're kind of colliding on the edge of it. And let's decrease the collision shape a little bit more. By 0.05 and move it. It's closer to the surface of where we would be heading. And then the CSG mesh. I wonder if we can put it on a totally different layer for the input. I'm gonna just throw it somewhere crazy. I don't know if the mouse would still hit it, or if the mouse has any weird layers or not, for like raycasts, but let's see. Because it's still kind of jank, and we need it to not be jank. Yeah, that's pretty good. So where are we not on it? I'm gonna try to get scrolling and stuff like that integrated into this too, and move it up a little tiny bit more. Yeah, we can see if it's one or the other. Right, is it the area's collision distance itself? Is it the closeness to the surface that we're colliding that creates better mouse accuracy, or is it the other way around? And it'll soon be a break time for me for supper, but so far so good. And I'm liking this better than how I did it in Unity, that's for sure. So pre-cam. Pop out the terminal. Zoom in. Oh yeah, no, that's totally stable. We'll also make the buttons a lot bigger. Yeah, I'm not sure. And maybe this area in itself needs to be on the cusp of it. I like the character animations, breathing, etc. Thanks, Fusion. Alright, well, okay, so it is more stable. Have you tried the animations on your character models? No. Let's see what all this looks like now. So there's my character, Moby Glass, and we're gonna do the zoom. So here's the zoom. Oh yeah, looks great. Alright, so bring it in. Bring it out. I think we'll do 0.5 seconds for the zoom. That's nice and gappy. PDA. It's our Moby Glass, aka retro cell phone. Yeah, hooked up to your ship. Obviously, don't go too far away from your ship. It doesn't work it. It doesn't work on its own unless you're at a station with a station uplink. Its proximity to your ship. Does it have rechargeable batteries? Yes. USB-C connection? Nope. This thing uses barrel plugs. Everything in Unforgiven space is like B and C connectors, if you remember. You remember Token Ring, Fusion? Are you old like me? You're not old like me, you're a youngster. Maybe you are, you're just in better shape. Yeah. That's what you get by by sleeping more. You get to look like Fusion. Let's try that out. Oh, that's nice. Obviously, I'm gonna get rid of the glare. And it's made to be like terrible right now. Like if I obviously, you know, give myself a widescreen, because I want to use, you know what I mean, like a single. So you're still on this corner. The projection is off a little bit. You like the glare? More realistic? Yeah, but players probably won't like glare. But yeah. There's a gradient on it as well, by the way, just for testing. So right here. But at least I can build test UI stuff now, you know what I mean? Oh, and I missed your message, CJ, you're still there, but yeah, I'd totally be down to do some things. We could bring the wives, / girlfriends. Yeah, I gotta get rid of the bounciness. Shield is a bit blocky. More bubble, that's not the shield. This is a low resolution version of the ship. Everything in this I remade to be low resolution for testing so that the build is under 200 megs. Everything now is going to be make the game and not worry about speed. Without the graphics getting in the way, I can actually get code done. Check it out, Fusion. Look at this. Yeah, it's Unforgiven systems. Targets. Look at this. Delivery missions. Let's do this one. So hydrogen. Oh look, we have a pickup location. And we have a drop-off location. Look, I just made 2,500 credits. Yeah, and this was the old data pad. It's not even working. This is actually worse in projection than the other one. Check out this. I can spawn items now. I can spawn, you know, actual furniture. And look, we can snap it into the item ports. Right, so the Patreon rewards will send me back. Soon you'll be able to decorate your hab again. I can go kill that ship that's flying around. Right, so this is why. Because now I can actually get shit done very, very, very quickly. The pad is seriously cool. Well, it's going to be used for hacking, so you can actually hack into shit and actually like open doors, like anywhere where I want to actually display something. Right, but you can also do this, and let me show you kind of what I want to do with this, because you haven't even you don't even understand what I want to do with this shit. Like, check this out. I want to create another camera. Let's do. Open ship doors from pad. Oh, you'd be able to do that. Because it's uplinked to the pad, unless the ship is like totally offline or disabled. That's the thing. Like, if you lose your link to the ship, something has just happened to your ship, right? So you know, so when you're using a pad to steal somebody's ship, just realize once you start stealing their ship, you know, like once they get severed or the ship gets shut down or EMP'd or something. You know what I mean? Then like all of a sudden you get like a little and you're like, wait a second, I'm offline. Why am I offline? And now you got to run. You know what I mean? You got to kind of deal with it because your ship being offline is a big deal. But the other thing too is if you're going to be like getting into the hacking gameplay, you have to kind of use the uplink to the ship and not the uplink to the station, because you don't want the station to know that you're there. So you actually don't want to have a connection to the station. And when you're silent running, you know what I mean? Like you need to kind of sneak into the station, you know, and kind of like just, you know, like use the skills available to you without actually kind of like accessing its like old school network. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back on this and do 2024. Does it give me more space? And I'll make the menu bigger. Yeah. Let me see what doubling the resolution is like. Alright, but there's something up with the top of it. I just create a random. Got it for a bit. I'll try to get you later on. Oh yeah, and I did reply about the sometimes you wanna we could take the ladies out for some wings or something. I could do a reference. Can I just do an empty? I don't know. Oh, I guess I could do a control mode. I don't know what the padding issue is, so I just want something temporary here in the VBox container that I can extend. Oh yeah, this will do it. Find it. Or not. Minimum height 20. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. Let's say 100 pixels. That's fine. I don't think anything is out of alignment. Yeah, I do like it better, higher resolution, but I think the tabs need bigger padding. Like I don't really care if the font's bigger. I want the tabs themselves to have more padding. Very clear there. Yeah, background. There you go. bigger minimums? No. This node is a child of a container. Yeah. Tab container. Container sizing. Okay, we can expand the tab container. That's good. Yeah, so these are all now. Good. Yeah, I need to learn this stuff, man. Icon separation, outline size. Oh, on the font. Tabs disabled. Tabs unselected. Scale, pivot, layout direction. All tabs in the front. Tab alignment, left, right, center. Where's all the controls? Where do I add padding? Mode click, mode all. I can do a side margin. I don't know. It's got to be one of these. Tab selected, tab hover, tab like so you have to do new flat and make something. I don't know, that's kind of annoying. And then like how do you really just get a custom remodulate that then? Very weird. How do I like select one to even know what that even looks like? Alright guys, it's gonna be time to raid someone. What's my uptime? It's only been 2 hours and 45 minutes. I've done all this in 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's great. I do like this concept. Yeah, there is like a weird. I guess the padding on the bottom is. Yeah, so assuming the camera mount is accurate. The start menu is the pad. There is no start menu. There's no UIs that are in your screen in Unforgiven space. Other than, like, while you're out of the game, obviously, it's a different story. Yeah, it's a start button. There's just a button on it, like an options button. It's like S or something. There's nothing like a start button on it. It's only meant to be just, you know, row across, data, very basic, arrow keys to navigate it. You know, you can still use your mouse, but you'll be faster just kind of using your scroll wheel and arrow keys. No menu key. What would you need a menu for? No volume, silent. It's not your tape deck fusion. It doesn't play MP3s. The tape deck is separate. No tape slot. I know. It's a travesty. So it's going to be terminal, camera, no, The pad takes tape discs. It's like a Pip-Boy, but not really. Oh, because I can't reference the stupid thing. I'm still gotta make it editable. So I can put the item slot in. Actually, that's not bad. Let's try that. No, you're gonna have a big old tape deck. That could be everything device. It's a module, then it'll be too big. But it could. Oh, why? The terminal slot links to a personal terminal. The equipment has a terminal slot. All good. The IK target doesn't have one right now, but this can be cleared. Oh wait, does the built-in, hang on, by default is the collider installed? Yeah, okay, yeah. In the camera terminal now, this has lost everything. Okay. Excellent. That makes it more easier to add to multiplayer. I can just stick that mount now in the other camera mount and be good to go. Perfect. Put it away. Maybe this pad enable. Yeah, I think the target has to be sent. But it's fine until we try to sync our own data pads. Yeah, actually the target node. The target transform. No, just the target node and change. Oh, it's a left-hand target, not right-hand target. Perfect. Alright, moment of truth. I'm so excited. What do you think, Fusion? Do you think we should have a welcome home party once we get back to the station? I'm putting it in last. Like, I'm gonna get all the mechanics working. Then I'm merging the builds together. So graphically it becomes the same. And then once it all works, patrons build a log back into their apartment again. And all of their data will be where they last left it. Because it'll be the same data coming back from the API. It'll all work exactly the same. Oh my god. It works. It works perfect. The zoom doesn't work because I don't really have the zoom working on multiplayer. New phone, here's this, exactly. But look at how cool that actually, like that looks fine over the network. If you see me here playing with the phone. Yeah, so let's figure out a deal with the multiplayer authority. Yeah, because we are not doing this on a... Changing slots is fine. Oh! We don't have alt on the... oh yeah. On the player rigid body. On our input. Yeah. We don't have this set up for the equipment system. Yeah, because we're already doing our authority check here. So fire after alt. Although we are though. Let me change the player equipment. Let me go break everything. I also need to figure out what I want to do with the. I think we'll just create a collision shape and not worry about the that CSG mesh that we have there. All right, it's 7. I'm gonna actually consider this a win for the 3 hours, and go take a break. Yep, and we'll come back for another session after I get food. I don't know why it seems no food work doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Maybe download the latest Patreon build, Fusion. You can fly your own chip around. And test the things. And just a reminder, this game is brought to you by you guys. If you want to see more features added or removed, once I get this menu system in, because ideally what you're missing, Fusion, or what I haven't finished, is when you bring it up, other than the menus, it is a terminal, so you can actually do the hacking. So you gotta just hit enter, and like a chat and everything would be on this. So anything that's not voice chat would be like just like on the actual terminal. Yeah, it's Firefox, dude. Firefox, just, I don't know, whatever it is I'm doing. Yeah, exactly, because I focused it. Bitrate low, it could be. No. Bitrate is still good. Yeah, I know, but yeah, it like for some reason whenever it loses focus. Yeah, remember this concept? Right? Remember the hacking gameplay? For doing unlock and lock, like getting the hacking commands. You need to have chips to go on the datapad to be able to hack things. Yeah, we're making it real. What's cool is I actually did this with a line renderer, and we can actually do it with the with a Path 3D this time. And yeah, so I'm gonna remake this, but I'm gonna go find someone to raid, and we'll be back later on. And again, if you guys are interested, at the $5 tier, you can test out the builds. I'm doing builds every Sunday right now, so every Sunday, every week, there's lots of things being added. I vote rate Justin helps, sure. Right, so every week, this is kind of what's happening. So that's the tiers. Hello, Godot, C Sharper, let's go. Right, so $5 tier, you get to reserve your name, and you get access to the builds. One day we'll get the old Patreon host back again. Lot of stuff. Like I said, we're in the conversion to Godot has obviously set us back a bit. But full hand. And at the $10 tier, you get your own little hat, which is this one. If I still have it open, nope, I don't. So if you like what I'm working on, consider joining the old Patreon, and we'll go to Justin Helps. Cool. And don't forget to jump on the Discord.
Yo, Riviere. What's up? Oh, there's a. How did you do that? You could add a. Is that an emote modification, like the sunglasses and stuff? Yo, Cubus is here. Again. Oh! How's it going, everybody? Welcome. I'm Justin. I don't think I've seen your stream, Rivier. Maybe I'll follow.